Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. The result? C minus. This guy is below par. He has some issues to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not just full of talk, he has the drive and discipline to actually go far in his career. You'll see him planning, staying late, and following strict routines to get ahead. However, be ready for his tough side.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's quick to react and not always in a calm way. Instead of quietly bouncing back, he may lose his temper and lash out, blaming others or raising his voice. He's tough and doesn't give up easily, but his way of coping can be stressful for everyone nearby.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work might respect his skills and work ethic, but they probably find him tough to get along with. He's very strict, expects everybody to follow his ways, and can be quick to argue if things aren't done to his standard. Others may walk on eggshells around him, afraid of setting off his temper.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he's more likely to feel challenged or threatened than proud. He wants to be the one in control and at the top, so your success might feel like competition instead of something to celebrate together. Be prepared for less support and more tension if you start shining brighter than him.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he is very likely to resent it, even if he doesn't say so openly. He feels the need to be in control and be seen as the main achiever, so your higher income might make him feel less important or even angry. You may notice him becoming distant or using harsh words to put you down.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money very carefully, almost to the point of being strict or controlling about it. Every rupee is planned, and he expects you to follow the same discipline. However, his rigid approach can feel stifling.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He's very careful with money, making sure everything is planned and accounted for. But this carefulness can turn into stubbornness.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is definitely tight with both money and his way of thinking. He finds it hard to be generous, whether it's treating others or offering emotional support. Kind gestures or little surprises are rare.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is likely to be very open about money, but also quite controlling. He'll lay out all the rules and expect you to follow them closely, so there's little room for secrets about spending. His way is clear and he likes to keep things in order, but the control can feel heavy.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to think housework should be done in a certain way, and most of that expectation will probably fall on you. He believes in strict routines and high standards at home, but isn't likely to roll up his sleeves and share the chores fairly. If you fall behind, he might criticize or get frustrated instead of jumping in to help.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is much more likely to help by supervising or giving instructions rather than actually doing chores or changing diapers himself. He likes things done his way and will notice every detail, but expects you to handle most of the work yourself. You might feel like you have another boss at home, not a true teammate.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He tends to argue just to prove he's right rather than slowing down to truly understand your side. Even if you have good reasons or feelings, he'll focus on winning the conversation, not listening carefully. Over time, this can leave you feeling unheard and worn out.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he often loses control and may say things that are quite hurtful or even act aggressive. Even though he's usually polite, his temper is quick and strong. He might yell, slam doors, or use sharp words to put you down. His anger isn't easy to calm, and he may not notice how much his actions hurt you.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is definitely the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. His temper is sharp, and it doesn't take much to set him off, whether it's something at home or outside. This is not a small flaw, it's a clear red flag.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry or take responsibility for his mistakes. If something goes wrong, he is much more likely to blame you or someone else rather than owning up. Over time, this can hurt your confidence and make you doubt yourself.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not likely to respect your boundaries well and may have a hard time understanding that no truly means no. He often believes his own way is the right way and can push or pressure instead of stopping when you set limits. This attitude is not safe or healthy.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, this is the kind of man who takes it very personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He may get upset, try to make you feel guilty, or even argue about it instead of respecting your feelings. A caring partner listens and respects your comfort, but with him, your own wishes may come second.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
With him, you need to be very careful. He may not handle private moments with the respect and care you deserve. If you ever have disagreements or arguments, there's a real risk he could bring up things you shared in confidence, using them to hurt or embarrass you later. Real trust means knowing your secrets and vulnerabilities are safe even during fights.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is generally faithful and not easily distracted by other women. Since he prefers stability and control in his life, he likes things to be in order and expects loyalty both from himself and his partner. He's not the type to waste time or energy chasing others when he's committed.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is quite likely to be over possessive and controlling. He wants to be in charge, and this can spill over into jealousy or suspicion, even when you've done nothing wrong. This can make you feel trapped, mistrusted, or always on edge.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what may seem like protective behavior is really a sign of a controlling personality. He may say he's looking out for you, but his actions often cross the line into deciding what you can or cannot do. Real care builds your strength, control only takes it away.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. He sees himself as the one to make rules and decisions, but the day to day care, comforting, and hands on tasks will mostly fall on your shoulders. He is more likely to supervise or criticize than to step in and help when things get tough.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is likely to lose his temper rather than stay calm. He has a short fuse and expects things to go his way, so mistakes or emotional moments from the kids can set him off quickly. This can make children feel scared or anxious about coming to him with problems.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to truly support you as both a mother and your own person. While he expects you to handle most of the work at home and with the children, he also wants things done his way and may not give much space for your own dreams or needs. Instead of lifting you up, he may see your independence as a challenge to his control.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is exactly the kind of man who might support your career at first, only to ask or pressure you to quit after you have a child. He may say he's proud of your work now, but deep down, he expects you to put family first and follow his rules. If keeping your job and independence matters to you, consider carefully. His early support may not last when family responsibilities grow.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to act polite on the surface with your parents, but real warmth will be missing. He will be careful with his manners and may follow social customs, but his interactions may feel distant or formal rather than genuinely caring. He sees politeness as a duty, not as a way to build real bonds or show love. He will expect your family to adjust to his ways, not the other way around.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to make things worse rather than handling it calmly. His patience is short and he may react with anger, sharp words, or criticism instead of trying to understand and ease the tension. He expects his way to be followed and may push back hard, which can turn small issues into big arguments.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might act modern when it's just the two of you, but expects you to be a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He may talk about equal partnership or support your dreams privately, but when family visits or during social functions, he'll want you to follow their customs, dress a certain way, and behave exactly as his family expects. If you wish for consistent support in all settings, this is an issue you should not ignore.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension with his family, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with them rather than fully supporting you. He believes in following his family's ways and may see their rules as more important than your comfort. Over time, you may feel your voice and needs come second to family expectations.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He's quite likely to be a mummy's boy, putting his mother's wishes and opinions above yours, especially during conflicts. When disagreements come up between you and his mother, he will almost always side with her or ask you to adjust rather than standing up for you. This can make you feel small, unheard, and lonely within your own home.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is quite likely to share details of your fights and private life with his mother or sister. He feels most comfortable turning to his family for advice or support, even about matters that should stay between a husband and wife. This means your private struggles may quickly become family gossip.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, after all that analysis, we can conclude that this guy is a C minus. This guy is below par and he has some serious issues to watch out for. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel like walking on a tightrope. Every detail of your life, how you talk, dress, clean, spend money, or even relax, is watched and expected to meet his strict standards.